You know, every now and then you go down the road and then you realize you're going down the wrong road. So then you have to run through the trees to get to the right road or turn around and go back.
I don't want to go back.
I'm not a big fan of going back. I'm going through the trees.
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Those were some words of wisdom brought to you by the noble sage, Dean. Just Dean. What's up, fellas? Hey, for those of you that follow the show, you may have seen this vehicle before. No, you really can't tell. This is the Land Rover that was in a couple weeks ago that we did all this cool work to. We did all of this to it. And so here's a little story, right? Because there's always a story. We've done work for a gentleman before. Really nice guy. Really like him because he puts up with my shit, which is great. Dean, glad to see you doing good. Thank you very much. And full morale system. So what we did in this was put a set of Morel Virtus Carbon Nanos. Okay, so it's got the 3-way pancake speakers. There's a whole show on YouTube. You can go back. It's on here. Anyways, built all these custom pieces for it. It was a lot of fun. And here was the deal. Originally, when we put it together, it was a totally different system because he has a Porsche that we did, one of the Porsche videos that we filmed, and he let us go and do put a DSR1 and a bunch of mini power T's and it's loud, it's crazy, and he's like, this is bad. I don't want to go that crazy on this one. I was like, So we put together the dream system because that's what I always like to do is put together the dream system. And we didn't go with the dream system. We went with what we ended up putting in here, which was like a settle. He really had his heart set on that ugly blah punk radio. And the first thing we did, literally 2 days later, we took that out, put this JVC in it, which was the original radio I wanted to put in it, because that blah punk sounds like crap. And so that came out immediately because we needed to send it back and get his money because that thing sucked. So we did that right away, put the new radio in it. Originally, the system was supposed to get, I know what you're going to say, it was supposed to get a Blackbird. I'll get you guys' questions in a minute. It was supposed to get a Blackbird, and he was like, I don't want to do Blackbird. So that's why we went with the amp that we bridged to these, put a bunch of power to it, total class D, I don't know, anyways. So as soon as he got it and listened to it, he was happy, and then 2 days later he wasn't happy, and that's why I put the new radio in, and he's like, you know what? I think I screwed up. I think I want to put the Blackbird in it, like you said. Just build the system like you wanted it in the first place. We also took out the
Maximo.
Were they Maximos?
Yeah, they were Maximo 4-inch.
Took out the Maximo 4-inch, put us at a hybrid 4-inch back there.
Sexy.
So, because he's like, I want to do the higher end rear speakers. I was like, okay, cool.
Now that we talk about the hybrids, don't forget this show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com. You can find the hybrids and all the specifications on MorelHiFi.com. Continue with the question. So anyways, I said, okay, when we wired this thing up, we weren't thinking he was going to change it, but we also knew that we don't ever want to go back into this thing again because it's going to suck, right? It's going to, it was a very difficult car to work on because we had to run all the wiring along the headliner here because it has no running boards. There's none. There's nothing there. It's all, yay, fun. So, so we had our 3-way system wired up back here. The radio was running the rear speakers. So we had a set of wires there that was twisted that we ran back to run those. So we knew we could get the RCAs that we needed from doing that. So really the only wiring we had to redo was what we were doing back here because the hybrids come with a big external passive crossover, and so that meant we had to do that. So what we ended up with was taking all of this out and putting in the Blackbird. These are the crossovers for the rear hybrids. So 8-channel amplifier, 6 channels are running the front, 2 channels are running these in the rear. It still has the Rockford because this was the original sub. This is fantastic.
This is the P300 8-inch ported enclosure. So there we go. Now, on to the second problem, which was he really likes rear speakers. That's why, like, whoa, that was part of the reason he's like, I don't like the rears. I want the rears. I want the rears to do what the rears do. All right, so there we go.
Clark in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And so what we're going to talk about Saturday in DSP Talk, because we're going to do DSP Talk on Saturday, we're going to talk about Arc Audio's DSP Talk, is one of the features that the DSP has that nobody ever uses. And it's freaking awesome, and that is rear surround. That's right. The Blackbird, as well as all the others, has a rear surround. It also has a center channel and left and right surround, but we wanted rear surround because we wanted to be able to give him fully functional, loud, and exciting, but not take away from what is going on up here, rears. Because he just went from a very affordable set of 4-inch to a very unaffordable set of 4-inch. So we want to make sure they got up and danced. So Saturday, when we do our DSP Talk with Arc Audio, we're going to talk about how to set up the rear surround. It's pretty cool. We might also talk about super bass, but that's not what you think it is. We might not, because that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
That's Megan Trainor.
Super bass? Yeah, all about that bass, no treble. But it's not what you would think. It's not actually super bass. It's super mid bass. But we're going to talk about surround this Saturday. Visconti has surround too. Yes, they do, but it's different. And that's the thing. We already were going with this, so we wanted to see, hey, we know that the other guys have it. Do you have it too? And then we're like, I think we do. So, anyways. No, why would I do that? I can tune it myself. I like super mid bass. I know. But they call it super bass. It's a whole story. Really don't want to get into it yet because I don't totally understand it. All I know is it works and it's really cool. And you've heard it before. You just don't realize it. Okay. So anyways, that's what's going on here today. That was our fun and excitement. I'm going to go back and look at the muscle flexing on us. No, it's all good. Afternoon, fellas. Hello from 93-degree hot as heck Akron, Ohio. Lance! Just put my Morel Tempo 692s in yesterday with an ACL 4.800 running. Love it. Thank you. All right. Bonjour from Canada. Oh, dude. So Canada Steve, texted me yesterday. It's like 115 degrees in Canada right now.
Really?
Yeah. Bro, the world is messed up.
Yeah.
That is for sure. You can move the 8-inch out of the way. Okay. Fernando's doing some photography stuff. He's taking pictures. Okay, so anyways, moving on. What's up? Hi, Morel. Back for the Blackbird, always. Also, when I was a Rover, I saw that cheap steering wheel. Yeah, Rovers suck. I hate this car. He knows I hate this car, but he loves this car, so I have to love it. Hey, been trying to reach you to do business with. Okay. No, keep trying. I'm trying to get 2 of my car audio systems replaced. Very easy. You can email us at, which would be Paul, at 5-Star Car Stereo, spell it all out, at gmail.com. It's the easiest way to get a hold of him. Just send him an email, spell it all out, 5-Star Car Stereo, gmail.com.
All your information.
And he will get back to you. It's not loud enough, correct? I don't know if it wasn't loud enough. It's just he wanted more. You know, he wanted it to sound like his Porsche. You know, it was just a weak moment. 111 in Phoenix. That's not a surprise. Okay, that's not a surprise. Angel, what is up? Rockford P300 is clean. It is. It's very nice. We love them. We do a ton of them. And the 8-inch is like perfect for this because there's a piece of carpet that drapes over it and you don't even know it's there. You guys try Zapco budget TSPs? No. As of right now, no. But if you're looking for a budget DSP, one we are going to be trying out here real soon that we got in this week because we saw it at Knowledge Fest and I was like, dude, I want to check this out. So we just got in the 8-in, 8-out power bass DSP. So we're going to be playing with this here
probably in a couple weeks. We have vacation coming up, thank God, and so we'll be out of office for a week and another week. So not next week, but the week after we'll be. And don't worry, you guys will hear all about it once it happens, because part of it is going to be work and part of it is going to be fun. But we're not talking about it yet. But when we get back, we're going to play with that DSP along with some Audison stuff and a bunch of other crap. But I'm interested to see what because that's also an expensive DSP. Works on your phone. Works on your. It's a device piece, so it doesn't plug into a laptop. So it ought to be interesting. Did you use passive crossovers? So the passive crossovers for this are just for the rears, Christian, because we didn't have 10 channels. 38 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we don't do Celsius here. It's impossible to do that math. Remember that Saturday Night Live skit? You can't convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's impossible. Are you guys an automobile dealer? Unfortunately, no, we're not an automobile dealer. If you're looking for one, if you're in, there's a bunch of them. You probably just go to the website and they'll direct you to them. I mean, if we need it, I'm sure we can get it, but pack piece for the RAM. What does the volume clip at with the factory head unit? There is no clipping on it. Once you put the unit in, there's no clip. So you should be able to volume knob all the way up. So it's a digital output from the radios. So the radio is an analog. There is no clipping into it. The first analog portion is in the pack piece, which is the RC outputs. Up until there, it's all digital. But no, there's no clipping from it. And also, if you really wanted to be super cool, you could go toss link out of it into a DSP, and then you'd be better. Is the Sony XM6ES good enough for the JLC7S or other recommendations on a 6-channel amp? No, that is a perfectly good 6-channel amplifier. Plenty of power. It will do it. I myself am more of a fan of something that has a DSP built into it. If you're looking for, if you want the best of the best, thank you, sir. I want AB class golden. I would look at something from Moscone. Much full AB class. Let's just leave it at that. Does Rockford make the P3 box non-powered? No. And the reason why they don't is because that sub and that amp are designed to be one. The girl that designed them, that subwoofer is only in those boxes. That whole line of subwoofers only exists to be powered off of that amplifier that created. So it won't work outside of that environment. I'm sure it'll work, but not outside of that environment. I mean, you can take the sub and power it, but it's made to work with that amplifier. It was all designed in one shot, which was really cool. She doesn't work there anymore, which is a bummer, but that's the secret behind the P3. A lot of people think, oh, it's just some no, it's not. She was really cool. We got to talk to her when she was there, and tell her she did an amazing job. But no, those only work together. That's why there's never been a outside of that, because it just wouldn't work. However, you have the R1s, which are very similar in price point if you were to take it out of the box, and the R2. Looking for something to fit in the rear of the double cab Tacoma to run off of a D4.800. Check out Rockford has some really thin wedges, wedge boxes, as well as so does Kicker. Christian liked my Kicker 5-channel amplifier.
Which one?
The 5-channel amplifier video went up today with the
okay.
Dyno. Yeah. Hey guys, 21 Accord premium audio. Have the AX DSP with RCAs out to my D61200. Looking to run 12 gauge speaker wire from amp out, but what do I do with the tiny speaker? Okay, so the reason why you don't have to do that, and the reason why there's small Phoenix connectors on there, is the 12 gauge isn't going to give you anything else than what you currently have. This is one of those things where the 12 gauge, you're not running 1,000,000 watts into the doors. You don't need 12 gauge to do that. Don't even waste your time with it. I mean, you can if you want, but yes, you're going to run into that problem as those connectors don't accept 12 gauge because you don't need it. Don't get me wrong, I'm a wire nut too. I run 8 gauge if I could, but it's just not practical. So taking it from the practical side of things, that plug, the biggest you can fit in, is 16 gauge, which is more than enough. It won't even sound any better than factory. The factory's actually got enough wiring in there for what you're going to be running, the frequency that you're going to have, the power that you're going to have behind it. Tony D'Amore did a really good video on his Facebook page explaining and doing the math behind how much power the basic wiring in a car can handle, and it turned out to be like 1,000 watts. And I know people go, oh, well, yeah. No, it's the reality of it is, I mean, you're not running full frequency into the door, so, but no, that's why that plug is the size it is because you don't need anything. No one should run anything bigger than 12 gauge with that amount of power in that. So more power, yes, 12 gauge, but no, don't even bother. I mean, you can if you want, but yeah, it's not gonna work. Hey, stranger. Hey. What's your favorite piece coming out soon you want to try? Ooh, that's an interesting question. My favorite piece coming out soon that I want to try. Try to think because...
Is the Addison already out?
Yeah, everything's out. So here's the thing. There are a couple things that are in the works that we can't talk about that I'm kind of excited about, only because I want to see how it'll go. But currently, like, something that's coming out that, like, the world is ready for, sadly, I'm going to say nothing. There's really not excited about anything that's like, on the horizon that is, like, known to people. Okay, so here's the rub in all of it. We were talking about this the other day, and yes, I definitely need a haircut. We're always chasing that dragon, right? So we're always looking at tomorrow. What can we come out with tomorrow? What's coming? What's cool? You know, I can't wait till that piece comes out. And by the time the piece comes out, we're already looking so far past it that we don't even enjoy the piece when it comes out. So, like, if you'd asked me a year ago, what am I looking for? I'd been thinking 2 years down the road, and the piece that was 2 years down the road that just came out last year that we were super excited about, we're not excited about anymore because we're looking at that piece that's way over there. So it's this weird funniness. It's like we're never happy with the pieces that are coming out today, even though those were the pieces that we were dying to have last year or the year before last. So yeah, it's kind of a rub. There are some cool things coming out from a lot of manufacturers, though. So I think 2025 or later this year, 2024, there's going to be some really neat stuff that you guys are going to be like, oh, cool. You know, so it's definitely a lot of cool stuff coming out over the next 2 years, which should be fun. It should be fun. I'm excited about it. Was Blowpunk ever good? Blowpunk was good, but that was back in the 90s. Maybe the 80s. Probably the 80s. I always get the 80s and 90s confused, believe it or not, because, like, the 80s I was a hobbyist going to high school, and in the 90s I was professional working at a shop. So it's always, those times always, it like blurs together. Like, wow, that sound came out in 95? I would have, sure I was listening to that when I was in high school. But no. I thought the DSR-1 was your budget DSP. The DSR-1 is my budget DSP. However, I'm always open. I'm always open to look for something else. And it's been out for 6 years. So, you know, I can like move a little bit, like, right? You know, and look for something else that's cool. Did HR approve the vacation? I mean, yeah, I don't ask. Who's HR? Evening, gents. Hola. What's up? It's Oscar.
Hey, man. Did you see what he's working on?
What is he working on?
He's working on
I feel like I have.
a van, like one of those Mercedes.
No.
The crazy that we work outside.
Yes.
And he made some A-pillars. Really cool, man. That's what I want.
Oh, were those the A-pillars that didn't have... All right, so I saw a pair of A-pillars that he made that was all like
Flat.
grill cloth.
That's what I want.
Now you want that.
That's what I want.
That's what
Something that is like this, but
No, that is the opposite of what you want. You
No.
wanted big dumb ball speakers hanging off your
No,
A-pillar.
so I'm
and
gonna
I'm
send my
sitting there
pillars to him
and
so
I'm
he can
sitting
do them.
No, and I was sitting there, let's do something stealth like he put out. Like that's what I wanted to build.
Yes.
But
Like that, but
No, you can't have your cake and eat it
I
too.
think so. Yeah.
No, dude, you're so mental. You're not driving a Sprinter, bro. Have you ever worked on... No, I have not. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I just waved to somebody. Passive crossover was a question for Nigel on his tempo because he said, okay. Is that a Range Rover? This is the Range Rover that we worked on previously. I channeled my inner Oscar and I made him some, whatever these are, the sail panels. So there's a custom sail panel here. Then we made him these grills for the speakers, and then we made these for his other speakers. This is a Morel Carbon Nano. The pancake speakers are in here. So yeah, I know how to use my laser too. I choose not to. Yeah, this is the 92. I hate this car so much. Brax amps, what about them? Thank you, Dean and Fernando, for showing my amp rack love and putting it on the cover of this week. Oh, hey, man, you're welcome.
Bobby, you did a great job.
You did a great job. A couple weeks ago, you were trying to think of innovations in car audio. CarPlay was mentioned. I think bigger was Clarion all-digital system, but didn't sell. So there's been a couple really cool, like, I honestly think, like, personally, the Class D amplifier is probably one of the bigger benchmarks in there, because it allowed us to go from these giant surfboard, like these giant things, to these little tiny amplifiers. And perfecting that technology, I think, has probably been one of the biggest steps forward in car audio. I know some people are not fans of Class D. I totally understand. But I feel like developing that and making it better over the years has really opened up some really awesome possibilities. And now adding Class D, let's see, you can't even see it. Like, it's all hidden in there. And then this comes like this. Well, and boom, there we go. It's gone. Yeah. And that's the factory, believe it or not. There was the factory sub was there, and this covered it. It just went just like that. But no, I agree. Clarion did come out with some really cool things. I feel like everyone has come out, like, if you go back and you look at like some of the stuff Alpine was doing back in the 80s with their alarm systems. I mean, they were the first company that had an alarm that would call you. Okay? Like, we're just finally, like, that's a thing now that is pretty basic for the most part, but Alpine had that back then. All the problems are is these manufacturers get way ahead of themselves and then they regress. So like, and so like the innovation that we had back then, just they don't do that anymore because they're afraid to, which really sucks. Best way to test a blown speaker mid. I mean, we'll either
like this.
What? Tap it, see if it makes that. Yeah, just tap it. You put it up to your ear like the ocean. Personally, we'd run a tone generator through it. You could also use a voltmeter, test for continuity and see if but that won't necessarily show that it's blown. I mean, the reality is if it's dead, it, but if it's making sound and it's just like a dragging voice coil or a bad motor structure, sound, you have to play sound through it in order to hear that. So like a tone generator will usually do that for you. Thanks for explaining the 12 gauge wire thing. Just connect fast wire from amp to back of the AXT harness straight to the speakers. I've seen you modify these harnesses before, but not sure if I needed to. Yeah, no, hey man, you're welcome. I mean, run the wire that's in the fast harness. 18 gauge is cool. Dat sucks. Hobbyist car audio addict. That's you, Christian, for sure. Yeah, that's not why I get the 80s and 90s confused. Mercedes Sprinter van. Okay, Oscar.
I was surprised by your opinion on Blumpunkt. It seems to be very popular on some high-end systems in Europe.
Different. Might be different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they make more than one product, and the product that we had sucked. So, keep in mind, just because I said it was a Blumpunkt radio does not mean I am implying that all Blumpunkts are crap. And that was my fault for not... The one that we had in here, which I do not currently remember the model number for, was in fact crap and sounded bad. If they make other radios, which I'm guessing they probably do, they might make a better one that some of those guys like. They might not make a better one, and some of those guys might like those, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't like it, and it sounded not very good in here. Could it have been the way we used it? Sure, anything's possible, but we took that same radio out, we put the JVC in, and it sounded better. So... yeah. And there again, I don't want anyone to be, I know, I didn't like it, okay? There again, and it sounded bad, the customer didn't like it. That's it, one product does not make a brand. So there could be other things that they're making that are better. So, and that's the thing, everyone makes a good, better, best. We could have had the good. They might make a better and best, but he didn't want to spring for it, so who knows? Door handle trim piece MIA. The pockets are definitely MIA. Have you done an amp dyno on the Blackbird you can share? No, we've never hooked that up to the Blackbird. Or okay, slow down. We've never put a DSP amplifier on the dyno because they typically don't do well. The reason for that is the gain structure on a DSP amplifier is not really conducive for how a dyno is designed to be set up, because you have to be able to easily adjust the gains to set up the dyno, and that is troublesome when using that. It doesn't go well. So for the most part on a dyno, you want to use a dumb amplifier, meaning no usable DSP, because you have to. It has a DD1 Plus built into it, so it's like a DD1, just it's a digital display screen. So if you've ever wondered what the difference between this is a DD1 Plus and it has a display screen built into it, whereas the DD1 just has little lights that turn on, and so that's built into the dyno. So you'd have to. It would suck. That's not to say we won't someday. Honestly, the tool for that would probably be an Audio Precision would be a better move. Because that's actually way more precise, and you can hook it up and do it all through computer and all that fun stuff. So, which is something we could ask ARC to do. They probably already have it done. I mean, they've probably already done it, and we could have them spit it out for us, or we could do it live. While we're there, at ARC, we could say, hey, Brad, let's hook up one of these, because Brad is the boss, by the way. That's would be not Brian. Brian would just be like, whatever, guys. Let's hook up one of these Blackbirds to the AP, and let's do a sweep and see what kind of power it puts out.
Are you talking to Brad?
I'm talking to Brad. And then we can go get French fries. Brad and I love French fries. Crinkle cut fries are the best. True players for life. Anyways, no, we could do that. Everybody wants the D. You know it. Class D is better. Good call. The Forza is up there, close to the Moscone. Okay. Alpine 8080 was an awesome alarm. Dude, I put 4 8080s in a car because you could pair 4 cars to one remote. So we put 4 8080s in one remote, one car. Yeah. This guy was crazy, and that's the easiest way to say that. And it did everything. It did rolled down each window individually, locked and locked each door individually, started the car, popped the trunk. I think then we started doing pairs, like it could unlock just the front doors or could roll down the two. I mean, it was ridiculous what we were doing. This guy was just like, he kept throwing money at it. Turns out he was a drug dealer. We didn't know at the time because he had a day job, which is where he drove around in his car and took pictures of crime scenes. He was a crime scene photographer. But we also did find a brick of pot underneath his back seat, weed, and that's when it was highly illegal. Very happy. Highly illegal. That would have been. We had to pull the car out of the install bay, stop working on it, and have them come pick it up because we did not want to go to jail. Clarion had excellent head units. They did have excellent head units until they didn't. And that's really the sad story of Clarion, is that they had a lot of successes and then they had some monumental failures. And with us, what we ran into was when Alpha Touch was a thing, that was a little joy knob on it.
Alpha Touch?
Yeah, it was called Alpha Touch. It was like a little joystick thing. They would break real easy. And it sucked because for us, it was our number one selling radio, but we were just having such a high return rate. They really didn't have a plan to fix them. And so from our point of view, we don't want to sell anybody stuff that doesn't work. So we told them we we're going to stop selling head units until they fix the issue. We'd just sell speakers, amps, and subs, which they actually made a really cool pro audio speaker. And that was, the series was pro audio. It wasn't a loudspeaker. It was purple and it was called pro audio, and it sounded fantastic. Oh my God, they made some really amazing speakers. And back then, that's when Clarion owned Macintosh, the home audio brand. They were the same company. Scary. Anyways, long story short, Clarion didn't like that and they dropped us. But that wasn't at 5-star, that was at AV. So, what's up, guys? Oh, it's Elias. You're doing great today, Elias. Doing great. Customers always right. Customers are not always right. That is not true. Because they don't do this for a living, and it's our job to try to get what they think is right out of their heads.
Who come up with that thing that said customers always right?
It's somebody that just had no balls. Stay cool. You too. In a 06 Jeep TJ Gladiator, right? Yeah. Added a JL12W3. Is it a bad idea to keep the factory sub in the center console too, or should it be upgraded or removed? It's not a good or bad idea, okay? So, in some cases, if we're doing like a significant subwoofer upgrade, we will disconnect the factory subwoofer. We'll put a load resistor on it, and that's what we'll use to power our new subwoofer. If we're doing a low rent upgrade, meaning just something basic, then which is just going to add to it, then we'll just make sure that we get the polarity correct, meaning that both woofers are moving in the same direction, and that'll couple them together in a lot of the times, and that'll give us more bass. Okay, keep in mind that the factory subwoofer is always going to play the way that it did, so if it's not distorting at full volume now, which typically they don't, then it's not going to distort any other way, so it'll just add to the system. It really comes down to you. The other thing too is a lot of people want to take. Let me preface that with, they want to take their subwoofer out for whatever their life is throwing at them. In which case, we leave it connected so that they will have the bass when they do that. Now, if the factory subwoofer is just blown or trash, or it does distort when we turn up the volume, then we do disconnect it. So it just depends. We take that on a case by case basis. We don't have any like, you got to do this. Barking spiders. Who doesn't love a barking spider? You could see harmonics on that. Okay, Christian's getting crazy again. If the new Maestro A to B work with the 2012, no, because the 2012 F-150s didn't have A to B. They already have an AR module for that. So that would have been the Sony system. And or the non-Sony standalone system. But that would have just been an AR for that to work. So you wouldn't need the A to B. If you're hoping to get Toslink, no. And if it's a 2012, we're pulling the radio anyways, because it's 2012. Radio's got to go. Even if it's if it's an 8-inch touchscreen, the radio definitely has to go, because we have the FOR1 or the MFT1, which will allow us to put a radio in there and have all kinds of coolness. Recently, I had a 2022 Volkswagen Atlas, with the Illusion audio components up front and coaxials in the rear, just powered by the kicker key amp. Just stopped working while on the road. What could have happened? Obviously the first thing that's my foot. Obviously the first thing to do is check the side of the amplifier. It has a power light on. What are you looking at? That's my foot dragging across.
No, I'm looking at
the car?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Range Rover. It's not a Ranger Rover.
Ranger Rover, huh?
Inside joke. Anyways, check the side of the amplifier to see if the power lights are still on. That'll tell you if it is a fuse. You could also, at that point, it'll be colored or it'll be blinking to tell you what is wrong with it. You can go online and grab the owner's manual to tell you what that is. So they do have a Morse code like setup on it to tell you what happened if it hasn't lost power. So I would definitely head over to their website, grab their owner's manual, and just keeps pushing that. See what's going on there. Clarion, man, they had some one-time wonders. They did. So one of the coolest things that the Clarion had, like we talked about this before, but I still thought it was a great idea. You would buy their single DIN radio, and it would have RC outputs, and then they had a half DIN EQ. And now you guys are thinking like the slidey half DIN Clarion EQ that you could like buy with somebody else's name on it right now, but no, it was just a silver box, had it like a DIN plug on it, and 6 RC outputs. And there's 3 different models, and what you do is you'd sell them the radio, and then they'd be like, I want it to sound better, and you'd sell them an EQ separate. So each one of the modules was a different EQ that you could use to make the system sound better. So it was pretty cool. Now the radios just have all that stuff built into it, but back then they didn't because the chips weren't where they are now. So they just had basic Doritos with square corners and not the round ones, not the child safe stuff. Did you know that? Doritos used to have square corners? The triangles used to be perfect triangles.
Really?
Yeah, and of course they round them now.
Huh.
Because you would choke on it. You'd jam it in there and white people stuff, man.
Yeah, that's crazy white people stuff.
That is so crazy white people stuff. Although I will say the other day I was listening to the news and they had this guy that was a Latino.
Oh,
I think
he was corrupted.
I think he was just straight Mexican, and he wanted to swim with the sharks.
Yeah,
dolphin
he was
style.
Corrupt. He was white people stuff.
He was dolphin swimming with a shark. He swam down to the shark and grabbed it by its dorsal fin. Oh yeah. Oh dude,
he was white. He was not Mexican.
He was totally Mexican. He was like, yeah, so I wanted to go down. I can't even do it. I'm not even gonna do it. That was like Indian / meets Mexican. It was terrible. I still like the idea of a cyclone. Just buy a Dyson vacuum and put it in your car. Drex paid for a lot of the systems we sold in the 90s. We were money counters before they had money counting stores. Dude, trust me, Sound Advice, one of the biggest chains down here, that's literally how they started. Was
selling drugs?
No, it was they needed to do something with their drug money. So yeah, no, there was a lot of drug money back then, man. Miami Vice was the best. Yeah, that's just what it is. It was a good time. Will Chris Bennett be YouTube? All right. Will Chris Bennett be doing YouTube how to on Zapco DSP? I don't really know what the future of what he's going to be doing for them as far as will he get to those. He has expressed interest of coming on and talking about the brand in the future because there again, it's from when I talked to him this past couple weeks ago when we were in Atlantic City because he was there and we spent a good hour and a half just kind of talking about getting caught up and talking about the brand and what the future of it is, and it's there's a lot that needs to be done according to him, and there's some great products that they have now and some products that they want to make better. So that's kind of the company word right now. So will he be doing videos on the DSP? Probably. Once it's the way he likes it. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for them. We talked to them about some stuff. I listened. I said, okay, so we'll see. But I would like to get him on and let you guys beat him up and talk to him and find out what he's got to say. So I'm sure that'll happen in the next couple months. Christian must just be sitting at home. When retaining the factory head unit and using harnesses, can speaker wires go straight to speakers or do they tie back into the harness? Saw a similar question earlier. Okay, I don't know if I understand the question that he's asking, but I'm going to try to give you an answer that makes the most sense. So when installing an amplifier onto a factory head unit, there's usually two ways that you're going to do it. One is to Like if you have a speaker in the dash and you want to use that amplifier to power the dash, you're going to be disconnecting that power from the speaker. That's going to go to the amplifier, and then you come out of that amplifier and back up to the speaker. That is one way to do it. The other way to do it is you have a radio in the dash, there's wire going to the speaker, but the amplifier is not going to be powering this speaker, it's going to be powering a different speaker, meaning not one that's in the car currently. So what you're going to do there is you're going to tee into the wire, meaning you're going to spread the wire apart, you're going to connect to that so you can get whatever signal is powering this speaker, and then that wire that is coming off of that is going to go to that amplifier, and that amplifier will go off to whatever speaker it needs to power. The radio is going to continue to power this speaker. Hopefully that made sense.
Hopefully.
Holy cow, look at the time. Listen, guys, that's it for now. We're going to wrap it up there. I didn't realize it was so late. I got so excited talking to you guys. That's the Range Rover. Tomorrow morning is Friday. Tonight is Thursday. If you want to hear more about car stereo shenanigans, tune into the Hi-Fi Vegas channel tonight. We'll be talking about I have no idea what, but it's always a fun time, as well as if you want to talk movies and food and stuff like that, head over to Side Jag, which happens immediately afterwards. We talk about stuff like that, Hi-Fi Vegas and myself. And then tomorrow morning is Friday. We're back with the news. Woo! Can't wait. Don't know what's happened this week, but I'm sure we're going to find out tomorrow morning along with you guys. Come, hang out, tell us what the weather is where you're at, and we'll have a gay old time. And then Saturday, we're doing it again. That's a Fred Flintstone, bro. That's the Fred Flintstone. Yes, relax. Saturday, we'll be back. We're going to do ARC Audio DSP talk. We're going to talk about how to create a surround sound using the up mixer that is built into the DNA software for the ARC Audio stuff. We did it in this. It is freaking cool. And you get to hear about it all from Fernando because he was a disbeliever. And now he's like, how do they do that?
That was really cool.
It is really cool. So that's it. That's all we got for you guys. 24 hours ago.
Peace out, guys.
Right now, there's nothing for a 2024 GMC Sierra. Sorry.
It is.
Bye.
Where we go?
What?
Where we go?
I don't know.
See?
I didn't sweep up that time.
You're like, oh, man. You always do this crazy. Yeah, exactly. See?
The one
time.
The one freaking time I didn't sweep up. Okay, we're going to keep track now. All right, I get it. All right, I see how you are. Oh, no, you're not.
I didn't route nothing.
Oh, whatever. You're always over here routing.
My fuse holders.
And that's all that was from, is from a fuse holder. That was literally from that fuse holder that we just built.
Did you just build?
Yes, because you were taking too long.
You problem, bro.
Why did you set these here? Just throw these away, man.
Dude, that's money right there.
Yeah, and it's just money going in the trash can. Good day, everyone. How you doing?
Is it a good day?
Yeah, it's Friday. It's family day. It's family night.
Oh, so that means...
Y'all married or what? Of course, like, duh. So check this out. Hey, Sebastian, come here. Bro, the world would be over by the time this kid got here. So we're gonna ship him out in this box, but look how big this box is. All right, so it's about his height. You all right there, Max? Doesn't he look like Goofy? Goofy's son, Max?
Yeah.
Dude, he's totally... Everyone go look up... Okay, when this is over, look up Goofy's son, Max. With those buck teeth. Look at those buck teeth. Yeah, you can't even cover them, bro. Your head hasn't grown into your teeth. That's right. One day they will.
We have to let you grow the hair again. So, yeah.
Oh, God, no. No, let's not do that. All right, go finish eating your french fries. All right, so... Needless to say, big box.
I just wanna ask you, what do you guys think it is? Like,
I don't even know. It's from Brian. That's all we know.
I know, but
what is your opinion on the best shallow mount sub? I'm a big fan of Kicker's shallow mount subs. I like the L7Ts. I think those are really nice. He likes the T1s. What is it? Audio Mobile. Auto Mobile?
Yeah, Auto.
Let's put it up here. Is it Audio Mobile or Auto Mobile?
Auto.
What?
Auto.
Just Auto Mobile?
Audio?
I thought it was... I don't know.
I don't know.
It's one of those two. Also makes an exceptional shallow mount subwoofer. Like, really badass.
What else?
It is almost quitting time.
Oh my god!
I told you it was heavy.
Yeah, let's give the guy that doesn't have a hand. Come on.
Well, you want to hold the phone?
No.
All right then. Almost quitting time. It's totally quitting time. Hertz has a good one too. Yeah, honestly, JL audio. I always forget JL just because we don't sound, but the W3.
That's always been
JL shallow mount is also like the yeah.
You know,
it's just expensive. That's why I like the L7T.
I would love to hear in a box in a car the new Truly subwoofer.
Oh yeah, the Truly. Yeah, I just don't think it'll hold up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would love to hear it in the car.
So if you have one of the big three car manufacturers like Ford, Chevy, Dodge, you can buy a preloaded kicker box now that has L7Ts in it, which is a really nice box. But like I said, I still like the L7Ts. I think that's my favorite shallow mount subwoofer, just like his is the T1. So I'm going to take those over the JL just because that's what I like. For no other reason.
Ow.
You okay, man? I mean, you didn't even cut the tape. Like,
oh my God, look at this.
Yes, I'm looking at it in total disbelief at the moment. Here, just cut it here. Oh, wow. Dang, over there trying to cut off a guy's finger.
I mean, I try.
How is the Kenwood Exelon XRW1004 sub? If that's the shallow mount sub, we've never used it. I got guys that the Kenwood shallow mount subwoofer. You know, the one we never use.
No, but we have.
There's plenty of we sell a ton of them. Yeah. We just never use them because we have other woofers that we like more. But we sell a ton of them.
I want to paint this as orange.
Okay. Yeah, you need help.
Just give it to somebody.
T1s are badass. They are. Help him, he will get hurt. I know, he's totally going to hurt himself. Can I run my dash and door speakers on a 4-channel in my crew cab, or should I get a 6-channel? No, I like dash and doors. Leave the rears on the radio. Go for it. But yeah, those are way more important. Having that volume control for the dash speakers is like paramount.
Jesus.
Oh no, Brian wrapped this thing up good. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you, and you have a wonderful weekend too. This is like, we're so close. Another week of this crap, and we're out of here.
Another week.
I know. If it's anything like this week, next week is just gonna be a struggle, bro.
Yeah, because the only thing you want to do is just think about it.
I know, and I've already booked a car. One of the cars I dealt with today is coming in next week, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this.
Oh, you are gonna be the problem now.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, packing peanuts suck, bro. These things are so bad.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh wow.
So we're obviously he's trying to open this without making us. You want to switch because that's going to be heavy. And seeing how you should.
No, I mean, I already pulled it out, man.
Okay, all right, go slow.
Oh, dude.
Oh, this is big. Oh my God. Let's move it over to the routers.
No, just from the box.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I was just saying, you okay?
Okay. Wow.
Robert Zeff. It's autographed by Robert Zeff. All right, so Brian told me he was sending me some. Brian Mitchell from Arc Audio, okay. He told me he was sending me something because he's like, bro, I got stuff that can go on the big wall. And I go, yeah, sure you do.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, baby is right. So, apparently this is the 4000 SE in custom purple, signed by Robert Zeff.
Who is Robert Zeff?
So, Zeff is the Z in Zabco. So for those of you that are big like audio fans, this is Zeph was the engineering behind it. It's like Zapco is like Zeph Audio, whatever. It's like, and right now he's a private contractor, and Arc Audio uses him for a lot of things. And so, yeah, so we have an Arc Audio limited edition, signature edition. That would be the SE. Wow, this thing is massive. Look at that. So what we'll do is we'll definitely have to do like
it takes a 8 gauge.
It takes an 8 gauge or two. We'll do a full like video on it, you know, because like this thing is ginormous. Holy shit! And it's full. I don't even know if it works, but it's huge. Yeah, I don't know.
We have some.
Oh, dude, this is custom, bro. This is straight custom. So this is out of Brian's
system,
like truck.
Yeah.
I think this is out of the truck. So like this is so crazy.
This is Brian's stuff.
I don't remember how many of them there are. We'll have to find out because I think there was like a handful of them that were painted purple, and by that I mean like 2 or 3, just the ones that were in his car, because he loves not doing the factory colors on his stuff. Even the car he's working on right now is going to be a custom color. But
that's nice, bro.
Yeah, that's insanity. Buenos dias, muchachos. About to start the Morel Model 3 or 3-way system. Amp Dyno. I don't think this works. I don't know. I don't think this works anymore. Plus, it's 4,000 watts of like old school power. Man, I don't think our dyno can handle this. Like class A with a 500 amp draw. That's what it feels like. Yeah, but 4,000 watts of Arc Audio power. Holy crap.
1 ohm.
Yeah, Tesla Model 3, get it.
Warning.
Yeah.
High voltage. Prison.
Oscar, this thing could probably power your car. You know? Like, this would spin the wheels for sure. Holy crap. But anyways, so this is, way to go, Brian. So this will get put up on the wall, the big amp wall over there. I'm hoping it'll fit. We might have to move, what we might have to do is move the Orion. So for those guys, so
move the Orion up.
we'll move the Orion up and put the Arc where the Orion is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Arc would fit above the Warhorse.
No, I don't think so.
No, so. Oh, you want to measure it?
So it's like 10 inches. Let's do 11.
Oh, it's a client car, and it's at least he's got getting a cool system, not like your mud. Wow, Oscar just throwing mud, bro.
Why?
He's like talking about cars and how he's picking on my Mustang, basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What's wrong there? You got upset tummy?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, he's got upset tummy. Okay. You need someone to rub your head.
So.
Thank you, man. You have a wonderful day.
Now you're gonna have inches, bro.
Yeah. We'll put it on we'll just swap the two, because the Beast will fit.
Yeah.
You know, you can just pull this down. I mean.
I think we gotta remove the top of the toolbox.
No.
Yes.
No, not a chance. No. That's not gonna happen. Is the wall going to be strong enough? Now that is probably the smarter question to be asked here, because that thing weighs a ton. Like, getting that thing up there was a challenge. So we'll have to figure out a way to mount this. So we'll probably have to put a subframe that screws to the studs.
But that's what we did for that one.
Yeah, because the Beast is hollow, so that has no weight at all. But we'll So the Warhorse has an aluminum rail that runs the whole length of the amplifier that you would mount down first, and it kind of tongue and grooves in, so it's like made to be hung. So you can mount it to the wall. So, and that's what, sadly, that's what all these holes are from when we used to have it here. So that's this rail that mounts. It kind of sucks. But, yeah. Look at the size of that thing. Jeez, oh man. Whew. That's a big one. Oscar said, send me your pack. trust me, Oscar, we got to figure out what we're doing first. But once we do, I don't know, we might want to do it. I think we're looking forward to doing it here, just because. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure out what he wants. What he's got some ideas, and he's not realistic about it.
We definitely let you know.
What's the pounds on the shipping label? Okay, so the shipping label is on the bottom of the box, which is the top of the box. Hold on.
300 pounds.
Yeah, I don't want to. Hold on. All right, hold on. No, it's right here. It's right. I got. No, it's okay. It's right here.
It's right there. I can see it.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, it's in there in the label.
No, it's not
the
there.
label.
I can see the label. It doesn't have the poundage on it.
Oh, come on. It has to have it.
No, why does it have to have it?
Right there.
You're so full of crap.
I know.
Jesus, man. It doesn't have it on there. It's heavy. It's got the heavy.
290 pounds.
It says handle with care. 290 pounds. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that one doesn't have it either.
86 pounds.
No.
42 pounds? I know.
All right, guys. So that was. We just wanted to show this. We'll do a full unboxing of it. Not really, but we'll do a full close look, and maybe we'll get some of the history on this from Brian. We'll do the unbagging. So we know there's history for this amplifier because this did come out of one of Brian's vehicles. So I'll get that from him, and that'll make for an interesting story to find out why it's the way it is, why it's purple, why there's two giant wires coming out of the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And fun stuff like that.
Yes.
Do a game and have people guess the weight. Maybe we'll see what it is. But no, this is pretty awesome.
How much power?
4,000 watts. Literally said 4,000.
Is true that 4,000?
Is it true 4,000? I don't know. That's a tough call. Max power, maybe. No, we won't dyno this thing. We're not dynoing this. That would be dumb. The dyno can't handle that. But, all right. Listen, guys, that's it for now. Hey, it's Friday night. It's almost time to get out of here. I'm really excited because I'm done. Tomorrow night, you can ask us all the cool questions you want. But for right now, we're going to call it a day. A day?
The day.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you go, don't go yet. Don't go. You know what we're going to dyno next week, though? We're going to dyno this next week.
Hey, guys. If you're interested to see this beautiful amplifier, brand new from Morel.
It doesn't exist yet.
It doesn't? It exists.
It exists. It's just not there.
Just not there yet.
All right, get to the point, man. These guys want to go.
Hey.
They're already dipping.
Come on, man. Hey, MorelHiFi.com. This is the place that you can find information of this specific amplifier. Go there, follow them. Instagram, Morel_America. Bye.
That's not a bad idea, Bobby. He says have Brian do the voiceover details.
Yeah.
Let's torture me on that one. All right, guys.